Dear chosen ones, on this vast stage of the universe, where each star dances to the sound of a cosmic symphony, I invite you to delve into the depths of the mystery that is your own silence. Did you know that this silence carries an unparalleled power, a power that transcends words and echoes through eternity? Imagine a portal, an invisible vortex that opens with every held breath, with every thought that rests in the stillness of being. This portal, dear ones, is August 25th. A date marked by the stars, a sacred code that resonates in the frequencies of your innermost being. It is in this cosmic moment that the universe conspires to reveal the latent power of its silence. In this space of silence, there is no need for words, for the language of the heart is the language of truth. Your eyes, the mirrors of the soul, speak in silent whispers that only the chosen can hear. It is through this gaze that energy flows, like a serene river that spills over those who cross your paths. The chosen know that silence is a state of grace, a subtle dance between the visible and the invisible, where true communication occurs. It is in this space that energy transforms, intentions manifest, and love propagates in invisible ways, touching all that is, was, and will be. In this portal of August 25th, you are called to embrace the power of your silence. Allow it to become your guide, your anchor in a world filled with noise. For it is in silence that we find ancient wisdom, the voice of the universe that whispers to us the secrets of our own divinity. So, dear chosen ones, as we walk together on this path of light and discovery, remember, your silence is not empty, but full of potential, a symphony of possibilities waiting to be heard. May this August 25th portal be a reminder that sometimes the greatest power we possess lies in the stillness that resides within us. My dear chosen ones, as we walk through the interwoven tapestry of the universe, there is a whisper that echoes beyond the ear's reach. It is the murmur of the 25/8 portal, guardian of ancient mysteries and director of subtle energies. On this sacred day, we are invited to unravel the veil that separates the visible from the invisible, listening to the silent song that flows from our own existence. Imagine, for a moment, that you are a star in a vast night sky. Your light, though silent, touches everything around you, casting reflections and inspiring dreams. This is the energy that emanates from your being, a soundless melody that resonates with the frequencies of the universe. The 25/8 portal is the cosmic window through which this silent music is amplified, revealing the intrinsic power that each of us carries. On this esoteric stage, every step we take is a dance of energies. Without a single word being spoken, our hearts communicate ancient secrets and eternal truths. Our intentions are the invisible brushstrokes that shape reality, and our thoughts are the seeds that blossom into gardens of infinite possibilities. August 25th opens before us like a golden path, where the codes of the universe are deciphered not by the mind, but by the soul. As we traverse it, we are reminded that our vibrations are like waves, touching the lives of others in a symphony of divine connections. Every choice, every emotion, every silence, is a note contributing to the great symphony of existence. Feel the promise this portal brings, the promise that your presence is an immeasurable force, an energy that, even in silence, has the power to transform everything it touches. And so, you realize that true impact lies not in grandiose words, but in the powerful stillness of an awakened heart. So, my beloved chosen ones, as we embrace the mystery of this day, let us remember that the silence we carry is a vibrant and powerful force. May we navigate this portal with grace and reverence, knowing that we are co-creators of this divine tapestry called life. For in silence lies the power of all creation. Beloved chosen ones, on the verge of awakening, draw near and allow the veil of silence to lift before you, revealing a vast field of pure potentiality. In the stillness between thoughts, where time seems to suspend its dance, there exists a sacred space. Like an eternal portal, it opens to those who dare to hear the inaudible, feel the intangible, and see the invisible. In this sanctuary of silence, there are no words, only the resonance of truth. It is here that the language of the soul manifests itself, not in phrases, but in frequencies that vibrate through the cosmos. Imagine a celestial garden where seeds of intentions are planted, nourished by the light of the inner being. Every silent thought, every unspoken desire, is a cosmic seed, awaiting the perfect moment to sprout and blossom into tangible reality. Silence, dear ones, is the primordial matrix from which everything emerges. It is the universal womb that welcomes ideas, cradles dreams, and nourishes intentions. Within this sacred silence, the universe conspires in perfect harmony, weaving realities with threads of light and shadow, of love and desire. It is here that the codes of destiny are written, and paths are revealed to those who dare to listen with their hearts. In the serenity of this space, you, the chosen ones, become alchemists of your own destiny. Realize that, in silence, you are more than observers, you are co-creators. Without the need for words, your energies converge and expand, touching the world around you in invisible but profoundly transformative ways. Ancient sages knew of the hidden powers of silence and taught us that it is in it that we find true connection with the divine. Silence is a mirror that reflects pure essence, devoid of masks and illusions. It challenges us to look within, to recognize the vastness of our being, and to embrace our powerful capacity to create. Breathe deeply, beloveds, and feel the echo of silence reverberate within you. It is an invitation to surrender to the peace that transcends understanding, to embrace the stillness that calms all the storms of the mind. In this state of full presence, you will realize that silence is not empty, but full of life and promise. Remember, dear chosen ones, that true magic lies not in the words we speak, but in the energy we emanate. And in silence, this energy is purified, intensified, and prepared to blossom into the world. The portal of silence is, therefore, the cradle of all creation, a space where the impossible becomes possible, and where you, in your wisdom, can touch the infinite. Dear chosen ones, bold travelers on the soul's journey, today we delve into the serene waters of silence, that invisible master who guides us through portals of inner transformation. Silence, this symphony of nothingness and everything, weaves invisible threads that connect our being to the universe, creating a sacred space where true peace can flourish. Imagine, for a moment, that within each of you resides a tranquil lake. The surface of this lake reflects the vastness of the cosmos, but it is in its depths that the true essence of peace lies. When we allow silence to inhabit our interior, we calm the turbulent waters of the mind, and a new world emerges. A world where the murmurs of the ego are replaced by the sweet song of the soul. In this stillness, we open portals of perception, where life reveals itself in its graceful and harmonious dance. Silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of a vibrational state that resonates with the heart of the universe. It is the secret code that unlocks the highest frequencies of being, allowing the inner light to radiate and transform everything around us. The chosen, by cultivating this inner serenity, become beacons of light amidst the darkness. They are like gardens of peace planted in desert lands, where each leaf that sprouts is a note of calm, and each flower that blooms is a testament to harmony. This inner silence not only soothes their souls but also extends, like ripples on a lake, to touch and soothe those around them. The tranquility each of you cultivates is a universal language, a silent melody that speaks directly to the hearts of others. Without words, you convey serenity, and the atmosphere around you transforms. Chaos dissolves, noise quiets, and the beauty of simplicity emerges. On the August 25th portal, we are invited to recognize the power of this silence as an ally, a teacher who teaches us the true art of being. Allow it to guide you, chosen ones, for in the embrace of silence, you will find not only peace within yourself, but also the truth that is your purest and most divine essence. So, as you navigate this portal, remember that true transformation requires no words, only the courage to fully inhabit the silence that resonates with the truth of the universe. And in this sacred space, be the peace you wish to see in the world. My beloved chosen ones, in this cosmic dance we call life, there is a melody that resonates beyond words. Amidst the whirlwind of sounds and voices, silence emerges, like an invisible portal, a serene invitation to the awakening of the soul. It is in silence that we find the genuine pulse of the universe, a symphony of frequencies that echoes the true self. Imagine, for a moment, that each of us is a beacon of light, emitting vibrations that shape the reality around us. Without the need to utter a single syllable, silence becomes our primordial language, an ancient code that transcends the limitations of speech. It is the canvas upon which we draw our purest feelings and intentions, allowing the heart to speak through stillness. In silence, the soul finds its original purity. It is no longer subject to the distortions of speech, where words can become lost in misinterpreted meanings. Instead, silence offers us the crystal clarity of a serene lake, where submerged truths emerge to the surface, revealing who we truly are. You, the chosen ones, are the guardians of this subtle art, capable of communicating with a depth that goes beyond common understanding. As we navigate the portal of August 25th, remember that we are not merely in a moment of personal introspection, but a convergence of energies that amplifies our presence in the world. It is in this sacred space that silence becomes a powerful current of energy, capable of moving invisible mountains and touching distant hearts. A glance, a silent gesture, is enough to convey infinite love, a compassion without borders. You have the power to shape the world through your silence. Imagine the gentle ripples of a lake when a single drop of water touches its surface. This is the effect of your silence on the universe, a continuous expansion of vibrations that touches everything around you. Do not underestimate the power contained in the absence of words. It is a language that speaks directly to the essence, transcending barriers that speech could never overcome. In this sanctuary of silence, allow yourself to hear the voice of your intuition, the whisper of the stars illuminating your paths. For it is in silence that we find the purest connection with the divine, the space where ego dissolves and unity is revealed. So, move forward, chosen ones, with the serenity of those who know the power of their own presence, of those who know that true impact is measured not in decibels, but in vibrations. In every moment of silence, you are the echo of the cosmos, a gentle reminder that true communication resides in the stillness of the heart. Walk with this wisdom, and let the world transform with the silent touch of your energy. For you are the bearers of an eternal language, a melody that can only be heard in the depths of silence. Beloved chosen ones, today we venture into the depths of silence, a vast and mysterious territory, where every breath becomes a symphony, and every heartbeat, a drumbeat of wisdom. Silence, that old companion that many fear but all should embrace, is more than the absence of sound. It is the presence of an invisible force that resonates in the core of our being. Imagine, dear travelers of the cosmos, a vast ocean of energy, where each drop is an unspoken intention, a silent emotion reverberating throughout the universe. In this ethereal space, words become unnecessary, and true communication takes place between souls, connected by threads of golden light that weave the tapestry of mutual understanding. Silence is, in itself, a form of peaceful resistance. In a world where incessant noise tries to distract and disorient, the act of remaining silent is a manifestation of strength and clarity. It's like a warrior who, instead of brandishing a sword, chooses the power of stillness, allowing their spirit to emit frequencies of peace and harmony. This silent portal, which opens on the blessed day of August 25th, is an opportunity to delve deeply into our own essence, listening not only to what surrounds us, but also to what lies within. When we choose silence, chosen ones, we are not only silencing our voices, but attuning ourselves to the melody of the universe. This practice is a powerful tool for restoring balance, a reminder that we are part of something greater. Just as the moon controls the tides, our silence has the power to influence the environment around us. It is a vortex of pure energy that transforms and heals, capable of touching the hearts of those ready to hear what is unsaid. Each moment of silence is an invitation to transcend time and space, to access hidden portals within us. It is a key that offers us entry to encounter our true selves, the ones that dwell beyond masks and words. In this state of being, we find the courage to be vulnerable, to trust the flow of life, and, ultimately, to understand that our presence is the greatest gift we can offer the world. So, dear chosen ones, embrace this day as a sacred reminder of the power that resides in stillness. Allow the silence to speak through you, and may the light of your peaceful intention shine brightly, like a beacon for those still navigating the turbulent waters of doubt and fear. Be the quiet change you long to see in the world, and may the gentleness of your spirit be the melody that inspires others to find peace in the still arms of silence. Dear chosen ones, imagine yourselves for a moment as a serene river, flowing silently beneath the diaphanous light of the stars. In this state of grace, you are one with the great fabric of existence, intertwined with the symphony of the earth, which pulses in an ancient rhythm. Within this silence resides an ancient power, a force that invariably connects us to the beating heart of the universe. On August 25th, a portal opens, revealing the mysteries of the silence that permeates the cosmos. It is a call to turn our attention to the silent dance of nature. Observe how the trees bend to the wind, in a wordless reverence, or how the moon pours its silvery light over a sleeping world, whispering ancient secrets to those with ears to hear beyond the sound. The earth, in its majestic stillness, teaches us that silence is not an absence, but a full presence. In this sacred synchronicity, we discover that the earth's stillness mirrors our own inner being. Each lunar cycle, each season that transforms into another, is a reminder that life is renewed in stillness, and that within us also resides this eternal cycle of death and rebirth. For those of you who walk as chosen ones, the key is to align yourself with this primordial stillness. By doing so, you attune your frequencies to the inaudible sound of creation. Thus, like a crystal shining in the sunlight, your personal energy is amplified, radiating a quiet radiance that touches the hearts of those around you. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Let your invisible roots intertwine with hers, drawing from the same source of knowledge and harmony. When you become still, you become like cosmic antennas, capturing the waves of wisdom that reverberate through the ethereal fields. The answers you seek in words can be found in the eloquence of silence. Allow this silence to become your teacher, a gentle guide leading you through the portals of the unknown. By doing so, you not only align with natural cycles but become co-creators of destiny, weaving threads of light into a universe yearning to awaken. Remember, beloved chosen ones, that true power lies not in the power of words, but in the depth of your silence. This is the silent song of the soul, and in the symphony of life, you are the note that resounds eternally. Dear chosen ones, in the vast fabric of existence, where each strand of energy weaves its own cosmic dance, there is a sacred space, a frequency often overlooked amidst the deafening noise of the world, silence. But make no mistake, beloveds, this silence is not a void, not an absence or a mere pause between sound and sound. It is, in fact, the womb of the universe, the invisible portal that holds the power of creation and rebirth. As you cross the threshold of this portal on August 25th, you are invited to open yourselves to what cannot be seen, but only felt, what cannot be heard, but only understood. This silence is an infinite canvas, a dimension where possibilities yet unshaped dance, awaiting your creative intention. It is here, in this seemingly insubstantial space, that the divine essence manifests itself and the secrets of the cosmos begin to whisper their ancient truths. Imagine, dear ones, silence as a fertile field, where invisible seeds rest, waiting for the right moment to germinate. Each thought, each intention, and each beat of your heart sows another seed, weaving a garden of new beginnings. And it is only in this sacred silence that we can truly hear the song of the soul, the one that resonates with the echo of eternity. You, who have been chosen to walk this path of light, possess the gift of transforming this silence into a celestial symphony. It is between the lines of the unspoken that the codes of the universe are revealed, those that intertwine with your very essence, allowing your light to shine with an intensity that transcends time and space. Therefore, do not fear silence. Instead, embrace it as an ancient friend, a wise teacher inviting you to a serene dance through the realms of the unknown. Find in it the reflection of your true nature, and know that it is in this space, between what was and what will be, that the power of now finds its home. Meditate on your silence, beloved chosen ones, and allow it to reveal what lies beyond words, beyond the limitations of sound and form. For it is in it that the new emerges, where your divine potential awaits awakening, transforming each breath into a new reality, each thought into a universe yet to be discovered. Go forth, certain that in the silence, you find the voice of the cosmos whispering its purpose. Ah, dear chosen ones, in the cosmic dance of existence, there is a power that transcends words, a force that is not expressed in words, but in pure presence. This is the power of silent witness. It is when we become the eternal observer, the one who contemplates the folds of the universe without the urge to intervene. Imagine yourselves as ancient guardians of a sacred temple, whose walls are woven with stars and whose dome is supported by invisible threads of energy. Here, presence is a silent offering, and each beat of your heart echoes like a wordless prayer. In this sacrosanct space, silence reveals more than any speech. When we rid ourselves of the need to fill the void with words, we open portals to dimensions where time and space dissolve. It is in this sanctuary of silence that the universe begins to whisper its secrets. The mysteries hidden in the shadows come to light, not through force, but through peaceful surrender. You, the chosen ones, are called to inhabit this space of silent witness. Allow yourselves to be the mirror where the dance of life is reflected without distortion. Like fixed stars in the night sky, you shine without obscuring, gently illuminating the path of those who seek truth. In this state of pure presence, you become receptacles of the subtlest frequencies, capturing the codes of light that travel through the ethereal currents of the cosmos. By silencing your mind, you align your hearts with the universal melody, and it is in this alignment that the veils lift, revealing the essence behind the forms. Silent witnessing is a practice of profound wisdom and patience. It teaches us that true influence lies not in controlling or shaping, but in being present, attentive, like ancient trees witnessing the ages pass unhurriedly, without judgment, simply by being. So, when you choose the path of silence, know that you are not just remaining silent, you are tuning into the symphony of the universe. And in this symphony, each of you is an indispensable note, a unique vibration that resonates with the cosmic harmony. So, beloved chosen ones, trust in the power of your silence. Let it be your prayer, your beacon, and your connection to infinity. For it is in silence that the universe reveals itself, and it is in silence that we find our true selves, at one with the whole. Dear chosen ones, amidst the whirlwind of sounds and voices that surround us, there exists a secret sanctuary, a sacred temple that needs no words to be filled. It is the silent space within each of us, where the soul finds the comfort and peace necessary for its flourishing. On this auspicious day, as the August 25th portal opens, we are invited to delve into the vastness of our own silence and discover the transformative power that resides within. Silence, dear ones, is not merely the absence of sound, but the full presence of being. It is the moment when the noises of the outside world dissipate and we connect with the subtle melody of the universe. In this space of stillness, the sacred codes of our being begin to unfold, like stars emerging from the veil of night, bringing light and understanding to the darkness. When you, the chosen ones, embrace silence, you are creating a fertile ground for the divine essence within you to germinate and grow. It is an act of profound self-care, for in this moment of introspection, you allow yourself to hear the gentle voice of intuition, which is so often drowned out by the incessant clamor of the mind. Silence is a high frequency that attunes your soul to universal harmony. It is in this state of being that we find the clarity to discern the deepest truths and the answers we seek. It is here, amidst the breaths of tranquility, that your true self can emerge, without the masks imposed by the outside world. By nourishing ourselves with the energy of silence, we allow our inner light to shine with intensity and purity, gently touching those around us. Thus, even without words, our presence becomes a force of healing and inspiration, radiating love and compassion. This safe space we create for ourselves in silence is also a refuge where we can retreat whenever we need renewal. It's a reminder that, amidst the chaos, there is always a center of calm where we can anchor ourselves. Therefore, as you cross the threshold of this day, remember to honor silence as a powerful ally on your spiritual journey. Let it be the soil where your roots grow deep, sustaining you with the ancient wisdom that springs from your very essence. And so, dear chosen ones, may the power of your silence be a beacon guiding you through life's storms, a shelter where your spirit can rest and be reborn. May you always find in silence the path to your true home. Dear chosen ones, in this sacred gathering of souls, I invite you to walk with me on a path that reveals itself not to the eye, but to the awakened heart. In the silence that permeates the vastness of our being, there is an alchemy that transcends time and space, a gentle and continuous movement, like the murmur of a stream hidden in the forest within us. When the mind quiets, when the incessant whirlwind of thoughts calms like the sea after a storm, a portal opens. A portal unseen, but felt, a vortex of energy patiently waiting for us to approach it with the humility of an apprentice and the innate wisdom of a master. In this sacred space, the heart, like a flower blossoming at the first kiss of the sun, unfolds in layers, revealing its deepest secrets, its most sincere longings. And it is here, dear chosen ones, that true transformation begins, when the mind rests and the heart sings. The frequencies of our being, once scattered, find harmony. We are bathed in an inner light that knows no shadows, an eternal flame that burns gently, purifying and illuminating every corner of our essence. It is at this inner altar that old patterns dissolve, that the invisible chains that bind us are broken, and that we are reborn, like the phoenix, in a new and resplendent form. The silent alchemy that occurs within us cannot be measured or described by ordinary words, for it manifests itself in whispers that only the heart can hear. It is the dance of the particles of light that make up our soul, reconfiguring themselves to create new symphonies of being. Each breath is an opportunity to transcend, each heartbeat a reminder of our eternal connection to the whole. In this profound transformation, we become self-alchemists, transmuting fear into love, doubt into certainty, and separation into unity. By opening our hearts and allowing them to guide us, we discover that we are not only changing ourselves, but also playing the symphony of the universe, contributing to the harmony of the whole. Thus, chosen ones, it is in silence that we find the power to transform, to evolve, to become the purest version of ourselves. May each of you, finding silence within, hear the eternal melody that resonates throughout the universe, and may it guide you on your journey back home, to the center of your being. Oh, chosen ones of the cosmos, today we stand at the edge of an invisible veil, where time and space condense into a moment of pure potentiality. In this sacred silence, where words dissolve like mists at dawn, resides an ancient dance, a soundless melody that echoes in the recesses of the soul. You, who walk the threshold between the visible and the invisible, understand that silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of an ancient frequency, a language made of light and shadow, of vibrations that resonate through the ages. In this space of stillness, you become harpists of the universe, your hearts the strings that play the eternal symphony of being. It has been said that silence is a portal, a corridor of infinite possibilities, through which the wisdom of the cosmos flows like an eternal river. As we enter this portal, we become open vessels for the truth that cannot be spoken, for the knowledge that cannot be captured in words. It is here that we become one with the universal frequency, a particle in the vast orchestra of creation. And so, by silencing the chattering mind, we allow the waves of the universe to wash over us, like a river flowing without resistance, carrying with them the ancient codes that reveal themselves only to those who shed the garments of language. These codes, dear chosen ones, are the whispers of the divine, the wisdom that transcends the fragmented understanding of the human mind. Imagine silence as a starry blanket, enveloping you with the serenity of ancient nights, where each star is a symbol, an encrypted message of universal consciousness. In this sublime state, we become part of the whole, feeling the unity that connects us to the pulse of the cosmos. In silence, we are not just listeners, but co-creators, dancing in the harmony of existence, aligning our hearts with the heartbeat of the universe. This is where true transformation occurs, not through words, but through the vibrations we emit, shaping the reality around us in subtle and powerful ways. So, dear chosen ones, embrace this silent power, allow yourselves to be guided by the flow of ancient wisdom, and be bearers of the light that illuminates the path for all those who seek truth. For in silence, we find the essence of who we truly are, part of a magnificent whole, where each of us is an indispensable note in the cosmic harmony. My beloved chosen ones, welcome to the threshold of a vast universe of understanding where the voice of silence rises louder than any clamor. We stand before the 25-8 portal, a cosmic opening that summons us to dive deep into the ocean of our essence, where the true understanding of who we are resides. Imagine, for a moment, your being as a celestial harp, every fiber tuned to capture the melodies of the universe. When we become silent, when we decide to quiet our minds and calm the turbulent waters of our emotions, we allow the gentle cosmic breeze to touch our ethereal strings. And it is in this moment of sublime stillness that we become receptive to the invisible harmonies of the cosmos. Silence, dear chosen ones, is the sacred language of the spirit. It is to silence that spiritual doors open, revealing secrets held deep within our being. Each of us carries within us an ancient codex, a unique set of frequencies that resonate with the pulse of the universe. And it is in silence that these codes begin to dance, revealing hidden paths and illuminating our dreams with the light of truths. When we allow ourselves to be silent, when we surrender to the embrace of the unspoken, we are blessed with visions that transcend ordinary perception. Masks fall, and the soul is laid bare, revealing its beauty and truths. In this state of grace, we understand that silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of pure, vibrant energy, a force that transcends time and space. Each breath in the silence is a note in the symphony of creation, a drop in the vast ocean of being. And it is in this sacred space that we connect with the heart of Mother Earth and the distant stars that guide us. From this center, all things become possible, and the visions of our dreams begin to blossom like nocturnal flowers beneath the silver moon. The power of our silence is a reminder that, even without words, our energy speaks. It expands and touches the lives around us, like gentle waves caressing the sand. It is a call to those ready to listen, an invitation to those who wish to transcend the limitations of the physical world and glimpse the infinite. Therefore, my dears, allow yourself the beauty of silence. Dive into its depths, explore its mysteries, and find the answers that have always been within you. For in the heart of silence lies the key to open any door, reveal any secret, and fulfill any dream. And so, together, we will navigate the vast skies of consciousness, guided by the eternal light of our awakened hearts. Dear chosen ones, as the journey through the 25-8 portal guides us back to the core of our being, an ancient whisper resonates in the chambers of our hearts, the ineffable power of silence. In this pristine space, where stillness meets vastness, resides a force that transcends words and transcends the barriers of time. By embracing this silence, we not only shape our own destiny, but also influence the invisible threads that weave the destiny of the world around us. Imagine, for a moment, that each of you is a pulsating star in the vast tapestry of the cosmos, emitting a light that dances gently in the shadows of the night. This light needs no voice to be felt. It vibrates through frequencies, touching without touching, speaking without speaking. In silence, its brilliance is most powerful, for there is no noise to obscure it. And so, in stillness, your true essence finds expression, your truth finds resonance. When we walk the peaceful path of silence, we discover that it is a portal that offers us new perception. A space where the ancient codes of universal wisdom are revealed, and we, as the chosen ones, are called to decipher them. In doing so, we touch the invisible fibers that connect all beings, and our energy becomes a ripple that propagates, transforming everything it encounters. Silence, then, is not empty. It is full, filled with untapped potential, with mysteries to be discovered. It is the canvas on which we paint our spiritual evolution. As we tune into this frequency of inner peace, something magical happens. Our impact on the world expands. Our presence, even in the absence of words, becomes a beacon of transformation and healing. So I invite you, noble souls, to embrace this powerful stillness. Allow it to become the fertile soil where your intentions flourish and your actions emerge with the strength of 1,000 suns. Let the silence speak for you, let it become the language with which you express love, wisdom, and compassion. And now, dear chosen ones, if you have felt touched by this encounter, if the words planted here have germinated in your hearts, do not hesitate to subscribe to the channel, join our community of awakened souls, and share this message with those who have not yet found their way. Together, as a united constellation, we can illuminate the vastness of the night with the light of our silence. So be it.